Hey everyone, this is Randy from BibleBuyingGuide.com. Crossway has sent me 3 heirloom editions to review. They sent the Alpha, the Gloria Dei, and the Veritas. In previous videos, I did an unboxing and first impressions of the Alpha and the Veritas, and so this one I'm going to look at the Gloria Dei. And now, as always, I will come back with a written review, full review, once I've used it for a while, where I will give all my impressions and information. This is calfskin in mahogany. And this one looks like it's not going to be as easy to open as the last one, maybe. We'll see. But they come in these very elegant boxes. So we have Gloria Dei edition is modeled after the Renaissance idea of a perfect page. Now I know what Bible this is. Featuring an elegant single column typesetting with generous margins. Gloria Dei. So yeah, this is a very popular setting called the Legacy. So there's the inside of that box with a card, printer, Youngblood, typography, 9-point lexicon, leather, full grain, aniline dyed, paper, 28 GSM Indopaque from France, binding, Smythe sewn, casing, edge lined, layout, single column, gilding, red over gold. That is a very elegant presentation. I'm liking this a lot. I love the way this is put together. This is a good size Bible. They always come in these little wrapping, and I hardly even ever mention this because I just open it up and use it and don't really show the unboxing. So that's one better use of an unboxing video, so you get to see all this stuff. So let's see what we got. Get all these out of the way. There's the Gloria Dei, and that is, it looks burgundy with a brown liner, very thick leather. So I'm pretty sure I saw that was calfskin. Yeah, calfskin. It's a little smoother than the other calfskin, which was the Veritas, which was a little bit more pebbly. This is a little smoother. Soft though, very soft, extremely soft. Let's go ahead and open it up. Yep, that is the Legacy, which places the section headings in the margin. And there's a lot of good information on the way the Legacy was designed. This comes with 3 ribbons based on the Renaissance perfect page idea, which uses the golden mean ratio and all this, and it's very good, very well done. This is an excellent design. Lots of margin space. I don't really think they call this a wide margin Bible. They may now, but it wasn't the way it was originally presented. But it has a little over an inch outer margin and an inch at the bottom. So this is a good addition if you wanted to make some notes. I don't know that I want to write in the 28 GSM paper. It's not my choice for notes. But let's see what size we got here. About a 6, maybe a hair over, 6 1/8 maybe, by 9 1/8. By 1 1/4, roughly. That's not being too picky with my measurement there, but that's roughly the size. And I give you the overall size because that's the size you need if you're putting this in a box or a case or something like that. So it weighs 2 pounds 5.2 ounces. That's a good size and weight. This is a good addition for preaching and for carrying around. Now, one thing about preaching, you need to be able to find your verses quick. And in this one, I'm finding these verses pretty fast. They're a little bit more bold, I think. Or maybe just where I turned happened to have them all stand out to me. And that could be it. These are a little bit more difficult to find. These are taking an extra second or two. So it could have just been where I turned. So they don't stand out a lot, but they're not extra bold or anything like that. It might take you an extra second to find. Poetry is beautiful in this. There's the poetry. It's around 14 words per line. There's a list. Let's go to the very front. See what all we have here in the front. Edge line tab. Doesn't seem too stiff. In fact, it's staying almost perfectly open there. Get this out of the way. Presentation page. little bit more show through on that than I expected on that thick paper. Marriages, births and adoptions, and then deaths. And here's our paper. And then Genesis. That looks good. I like that. It's a good overall design where it has a little bit of white space in here, but not a lot. I think the Veritas has a little bit more, which I think the Veritas is the Heritage. I don't know that for a fact, but that's what I think. The Veritas has a little bit larger font and also has more white space in the text. I kind of think I like the Veritas better. Veritas, I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm from Tennessee, I say things wrong. Overall, I like the Veritas better, but I do like the Gloria Dei a lot. Here's how they compare as far as size. I'll come back with full reviews on these. But yeah, that's a nice looking Bible. I like that this one is thinner than the Veritas. That's interesting. I like a thin Bible. And it has quite a bit of inner margin space that brings that text out onto the flat part of the page. It makes it easier to find. Let's zoom in a little bit. So there's how that looks. Show through, it does stand out a little bit where the poetry is, but not in the prose. But I kind of think it stood out a little bit more in the Veritas. Let's open this one more time. Last time I'm opening this. I kind of think, nah, it's just my imagination. It's the same. Never mind. They look the same. Veritas just has more white space between the lines. So this is a little bit more condensed. Not that it's tight, but a little bit more condensed. I like the look of this a lot. So if you're familiar with the Legacy, you'll know what this is. It's been around for a long time. So I'm not sure why they renamed them. Seems like they renamed a lot of these Bibles. I don't know the purpose of that, but these are nice. I like these a lot. I like all of these. Every one of these. So black letter edition. And this does get the section headings out of the text. So that's part of where the white space comes from in the Heritage or the Veritas, because it has more space in the text itself, while this one, it's just text. But you still have access to the section headings because they're out here in the margins. It looks good though. I like the way that works. And then in the back, we're going to have should be pretty decent concordance. Table of weights and measures. Then concordance with 700 and see. I'd have to read through all this. A lot of words. Concordance with a lot of words. So it has names. There's Aaron, Abel. So there are quite a few more words in it than the previous one that we looked at. Decent sized concordance. See how many we have for God. This paper is silky smooth. I find this paper great for reading. And then there's how many we have for God. So quite a few. And then we got our maps. These are on slightly thicker paper. Probably a 50 GSM, but I don't know. I'm just guessing. And that is the muted colors, maybe. I don't know how to say that right. I don't know how to describe that well, but you can decide. If you know how to describe that, please let me know. And then a couple of end sheets in the back. Gloria Dei, calfskin leather. So yeah, I like that one. So I know people who like this one the best, and I know people who like the other one the best. For an all-around preaching Bible, carry it with you, follow along, all of that. I like the other one, but I like this one so well that if this is the one I had, I'm happy with it. So it's all good. There's advantages to all of them. So that's my quick first look at the Gloria Dei ESV in Mahogany Calfskin from Crossway. They did send all of these Bibles in exchange for an honest review. Now, I will place links in the notes so you make a purchase if you're interested. Also, I will do a full written review once I've had enough time, spent enough time with them, and that will be available at BibleBuyingGuide.com. Thanks for watching.